Hello there guys and welcome to another episode of the Southampton rebuild on FC25. Last time was a bit different. We did a live commentary of the South Coast Derby when we took on Portsmouth. Another little derby coming up now when we take on Bournemouth. I don't know if they actually class as a derby, but it is, again, a clash on the South Coast. So yeah, we have that to contend with today. One thing I didn't do at the end of the last episode was just show you the table quick. We are now up to 5th. Results are finally going our way. And that's really, really important in our quest because I don't know if I've mentioned it yet this series, but we are going for promotion back to the Premier League at the first time of asking. So, yeah. Without any further delay, let's get into the first game of the episode. And yeah, as I mentioned, that game would come against Bournemouth. I would make one or two changes to the starting 11 for this game. Most notably, I'd give Aaron Ramsdale a run out in goal. I've been letting him rot on the reserves for a while, since I brought Rested in. But I thought I might as well give him a little go. He's not going anywhere this transfer window because it's already ended, so he's going to be around till at least January, so I might as well give him some game time. But yeah, like I mentioned, a couple of other changes here and there. I'll be really honest with you, I recorded this a few days ago, so I can't remember what those changes were, but I do know there was a couple of changes to the team. So yeah, let's get into the match. The start of the match was a bit slow. First 10 minutes, not really much happened. Just sort of warmed the game up. But then, just before the 10th minute, Aribo ran through. He was about to have a shot. He was then taken out by the Bournemouth player. And it is a penalty to the Saints. And, no real complaints. He has clipped him as he's gone for the shot. And, I gave Onuachu the chance to continue his excellent run of goal-scoring form against Kepa in the goal. Was just checking quick to check he was the best penalty taker. He definitely was. And as he stepped up, he dispatched it into the top corner. No chance for Kepa even if he goes the right way. And he was left rooted to the spot. And it's 1-0 to the Saints. What a start to a game that, is a real test for us because it is against a Premier League side, the sort of side we will hopefully be facing next year, and hopefully need it, the side that we will hopefully be getting those important results against, the ones that define where we finish in our first season back in the Premier League. And Paul Onuachu from 12 yards gives us that lead. It probably would have been 1-0 anyway, should Aribo being allowed to have the strike. I didn't want a collector's item so far in this series. A bit of poor play there from Bournemouth. They gave the ball away way too cheaply, and it allowed us to get the ball to Cameron Archer, of all players, who would finish his chance. And I think that might be his first goal of the series. And I didn't know what hit me when it happened. No offence to Cameron at all, but he has been absolutely awful in this career mode, but he finally gets a goal, and hopefully, that will be a turning point in his season. But more importantly than that, we are 2-0 up, and as it stands, our cup run is going to continue. And then we would give Bournemouth a route back into the game as Clivert went into the box. Arwood Bellis went to ground, took his man out. It's a penalty. A yellow card as well came out for Taylor Harwood-Bellis. And it's really not what we wanted. We really wanted to go into half-time without really having much threat to our goal. But unfortunately, they would get a last minute of the half penalty. And it would have been Clivert to take it. He stepped forward, and Ramsdale goes the right way, but again, it's an excellent penalty right in the top corner. He has no chance, and Bournemouth have been given a route back into this game here. It's really sloppy as well from Howard Bellis, by the way, that tackle. He really doesn't need to make it because defenders are getting back on the cover, but ultimately we accept it and we move on. Bournemouth then with a really big chance to equalise. Sinestera getting past our defenders. Taylor committed to the tackle. It would have been another penalty should he have made contact, but luckily for us he gets his shot away, and his shot does end up in the arms of Aaron Ramsdale, but that is the warning sign for us because, well, on another day he sticks that away. After not being at our best in the first 15 minutes of the second 45, we'd finally get a chance with Aribo. He cut past the defender, running one-on-one, slot it past Kepa, and the 2-goal lead was finally restored, and we now once again look set to be going through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. I just want to take a minute as well to just say Aribo has really stepped up in the last couple of games. You know, he's seen, you know, at the start of the season it was always Brereton Diaz who was getting all over the goals, and all of a sudden it's him getting a goal a game. And yeah, fair play to him, he's been doing very well. As straight from the kickoff, by the way, Bournemouth with a real chance into the area, fired just wide. Ramsdale looked to have it covered though, but again, warning signs that, you know, it may look like we're home safe, but we are not completely home safe here. I remember what I said about Cameron Archer, hoping that this would set his season. Well, another goal might do that, and that's exactly what he's got. A shot from Brereton Diaz, who ran through. With fair play to Brereton Diaz, he did really well to get to the position he got into. He fires it towards goal, Kepa saves. There's nothing he could do about the rebound, it fell to Archer. He was really not helped out at all by his defenders there. Really poor from them. And yeah, we are surely home and safe now at 4-1 up. I just realised, I hope the goal music isn't copyrighted, because it's kind of been on a lot of episodes. I don't normally cover substitutions, but this is a good time to confess. I completely forgot about Tyler Diblin. So yeah, he gets his first start of the season. I think he's actually got decent potential as well. So yeah, we've started using him now. Don't you worry. But yeah, that would be it for the game. We would go through to the next round. I think it was pretty much confirmed at 3-1, but you never know. It's FC. It has some dodgy moments, doesn't it? But yeah, there's no doubt now we're through to the next round. And yeah, Cameron Archer with 2 goals. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it at all. But all that matters now is we're through. Fans are loving it. Fans are loving it, by the way. But yeah, on to the next one. Nothing of real interest happened between games, so we're going straight into the Oxford game then. You know, we've been on brilliant form in the league, we're looking to continue that. So yeah, let's get into it. We're in that absolutely rancid pink kit. Already not the best start. So yeah, let's get into it. I think I made some more changes compared to the last league side. Again, swapping Elenikina and Archer around, because Archer impressed me in the cup match in midweek. And Restes came back into goal as well from that cup game as well, just to mention. First major chance of the game falls towards Aribo with the strike from distance. A great save in the end by coming in the Oxford goal. But yeah, early pressure going our way as the corner didn't really come to much. And that is not at... Who is Noppert? Well, it's not coming. Like I mentioned like 10 seconds ago, it's Noppert. Okay then. Oxford themselves would then get a chance to go ahead. It ball into Harris, who hits the crossbar, and out it fell for a goal kick. And again with a real end-to-end start, the ball into Brereton Diaz, then into Archer. Archer's strike would go just wide as he looked to continue his run of form that he picked up in midweek, but unfortunately not on this occasion. when I say absolutely nothing happened after that for the remainder of the game up until the 80th minute, I mean it. Ball into Goodham, who looked like he'd won the game for Oxford in live action, but luckily he hit the post and we got away with one. But boy, this game has been absolutely awful, as I actually switched tactics up at that time to try and get us forward, get us on the attack for the last 5 minutes. And while we managed to keep the ball up that end of the pitch for the remainder of the game, it all ended up being futile. And honestly, that was the most frustrating game I had ever had on this, not just in this career mode, but on this entire game. You know, nothing seemed to be falling our way at all, and full-time whistle went, and yeah, 0-0 draw. We have to just move on now and forget about this absolutely dreadful match of football. I just want to make it be known, I blame the pink kit for that awful game. I really blame the pink kit. On the game against Ipswich, I decided to simulate. Honestly, my thought process behind this was that they were a small championship club, forgetting that we came down with them on this career mode and they would probably be involved in the promotion push. Either way, 4-0 win, and ultimately the decision was the correct one. We would also simulate the Preston game, and that got the complete opposite result. Oh dear. 3-0 defeat to Preston. Not ideal, considering for some reason in this save they are in the promotion fight. And youth scout report time. Let's hope they're not as bad as they were last time. As England had been an absolute letdown, our sound booth, and rejected this other kid. But other than that, England wasn't great. But then we got to Brazil. Again, didn't look great at first. It really did not look great at first. Until this absolute gem walked into my life. Yoink, I'm taking that one. I don't know why I scouted keepers from Spain, but they weren't too bad. There were a few letdowns. But yeah, they were better than nothing. And then to do the thing I have a love-hate relationship of on this game. And that's when you're doing a save and you play your own club. Woo. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, that's Sheffield Wednesday. We're playing Wednesday. Let's get into it. So George Ilanikina back into the side would get our first chance of the game. And it wasn't really that big of a chance in fairness. He probably should have squared it back or put a ball across the box or something other than shoot. He shot, Beadle made the save and then into the side netting on the rebound. Another chance on the 11th minute. Ball from the throw-in into Downs. Downs cuts it back and in the end it is saved well by Beadle. Then Jamal Lowe would do what Jamal Lowe does best, run through into the box and put it wide. Seriously though, Wednesday fans, if you're watching this, why do we back Jamal Lowe? He is just as bad as Ugbo, just luckily got 2 tap-ins of goals. Like, without those 2 tap-ins, he's on the exact same amount of goals as EK. And then we'd get a really big chance. Ball into Onuachu, and you know the rest. He pokes it past Beadle, and we are 1-0 up. You'd say deservedly so, in fairness. Alright, Wednesday have had that one little chance, but we have been on top. Other than that, what a start to the game it's been. Just under half an hour and we're 1-0 up. Well, realistically, on top of that, it should be a few more. And then EA scammed me out of a penalty. Gassama gets his pass shot, I don't know, whatever it was, away. And then he falls over Downs, and the ref gives a penalty. It's one of those where it just shouldn't be a penalty. You wouldn't give that in real life. You know, he's literally gone down 4 to 5 business days after the contact. Oh dear. Then Jamal Lowe would step forward and absolutely fucking punish me for criticising him earlier. Oh my god. He's still bad in real life. He's actually alright in FC. it happened again. It was awful after that goal. But last chance of the game. Fernandes with a free kick just outside the area. Yeah, nothing came of it. And nothing came of the rebound either. Absolutely awful again from us. There we go, it finally fizzled out, and that was full time. Honestly, if you heard that, I promise I didn't just slap someone, I slapped my own knee. Honestly, absolutely dreadful performance again. We started so well, but again, just not good enough at all. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Let's hope we can actually sort this out in the next one. But again, once again, I appreciate you all for being here. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.